Hi YouTube, I just wanted to give an update on my Accutane. I wanted to say first of all, this would have been, I started, think about it, October 5th. So October 5th, November 5th, that was 1 month, and November 5th to December 5th is another month. But actually I got off of Accutane last Thursday, and it wasn't by my choice, but I didn't give an update, or I don't think I gave an update, I don't remember, that they upped my dosage for Accutane. I was on 40 milligrams for my first month for October. Then for November's month, they upped it to 80 milligrams, one in a day and one at night. Everything was going fine. I actually just experienced extreme dry skin, but other than that, no depression, no bleeding, no nothing else like that. Yeah, so the dry skin, but everything was still going good. And then I got my test results. I took my test, my pregnancy test, and they draw blood. So I took my test on Tuesday, last Tuesday. This is Thursday, December the 14th, 2012. So I took it last Tuesday, or actually today's Friday, sorry. So I took it last Tuesday, and they told me, they called me Thursday and told me that my triglyceride level was really, really high. Initially, before I started Accutane, it was 192. Got on Accutane. I actually started eating a little bit healthier. So when they took my first test, my Accutane the level went down to 120. And then when they retested me, or they tested me for the next month, they said it was 595. If you actually look that up on WebMD or Google or whatever, that's pretty bad, because high is in the 150 or 200, something like that. So 595 was my result. So they called me on Thursday and said to immediately stop the Accutane, which made me sad because they really didn't feel a difference. It's just my skin was dry, and I know that's normal. I actually have eczema. I've had it since I was younger. I've always had eczema and dry eyes, almost like glaucoma, I guess. I've always had to use eye drops and artificial tears. That's always been me. So being on Accutane just kind of really made that a little bit more extreme. But I'm used to putting eye drops in. I'm used to always having to put cream on and stuff like that. So it wasn't really bad. So this would officially be 1 week and a day that I haven't been on Accutane. I'm still having dry skin. Well, you can't see it's dry. I actually picked up my face, and I know you're not supposed to. But the rest of my pimples, if you look at my other videos, they started to go away. I just started to break out really bad on Monday after I got off the Accutane. But I still have dry skin. If I can show you, see it on my hand. All those little spots are actually dry skin, if you can see it. And then my knuckles are busting because the skin's so dry. You see it. I haven't put cream on just so I could show you how dry they are. You see it there. Very, very dry. So my hands are getting that dry. The rest of my body is doing okay. So my hands are the only ones on top because I wear gloves at work. I think that contributes into the really, really dry skin that I get. But I usually get a scab, almost like a dark skin color scab that comes over my hand during the winter. That's normal because of my eczema. And just kind of now I'm bleeding before I didn't bleed with it. So that's that. I think I only use that green tree shampoo once a week, and then I use Tresemme throughout the rest of the week because as you can tell, I dye my hair red, and if I use that tea tree shampoo, it probably would take the red out a lot faster, and my scalp's not dry anymore. I don't know if you can see my other videos, but it's really not that dry. Before it was super, super dry and be flaky and there'd be dandruff, and my hair had blonde highlights, so it kind of hid it. But now, if I had dry skin, you would be able to really see it. So I only use that once, like I said, once a week. The other thing is, with my skin during the winter, I always normally use this eczema therapy from Aveeno, and this is a cream that I use in the winter. And for my body, it's done fine. Like I said, I don't have any eczema patches actually anywhere on my body except my hands. Like I said, but that it's just bleeding more than it never used to bleed before. So for my hands, this is what I started using. It looks like Vaseline. Like, I don't know if I should have just bought Vaseline, but it says it has 40% petroleum, so I don't know. You'd be the judge. It looks just like Vaseline. So maybe it would have been cheaper to buy Vaseline. This thing was like $12. Vaseline, I think it's like $3 at H-E-B, so I guess I wasted money, but it says it is 41% petroleum. That's it. I don't know what the other, what this thing is. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what the other 59% are. For my face, I was using the cream from Lush. My face was still getting dry. Really, really dry, especially because of winter, so I stopped. And it was very expensive. So I know it's really weird to use this, but I had stretch marks before when I had my daughter, so I used this to get rid of it, and I just thought, well, I have a lot of it left. Maybe I should use it on my face, so it'll help take away the scars and maybe moisturize my skin, which it does. That's why it's not dry at all. This stuff is like awesome. It keeps my face hydrated. I don't look oily. Like you can tell, my face doesn't look oily. And I don't know, it helped take away a lot of the scars. I used to have like a lot of scars all right here, like millions of little, not millions, but you know, a lot of little dark spots. And so I started taking those away. These are because I recently poked at them, but I'm pretty sure if I keep applying this stuff, the scars will go away. The other thing is I still use the honey trap from Lush, because the stuff lasts like forever. So I still use this during the day. At night I use the Vaseline lip therapy. That works really, really well. See, my lips my lips are not dry. See, so I know a lot of other people have videos and their lips are like extremely dry and like peeling and all cracking and stuff, and mine aren't like that. They're actually very soft, as you can see, and they're not dry. And this is what I used. Before I used just regular artificial tears, but since I'm on Accutane, I like jumped it up to gel tears, so that way it's more thick and they last longer in my eyes, and that's done fine. I just wear my glasses now instead of my contacts. Trying to think of anything else. So next week on Thursday, I go back to a doctor to get retested for me to get back on Accutane. Hopefully everything goes well and I can get back on. They said they might lower my dosage to 40 milligrams again, and I might be on Accutane for a year instead of 6 months. So I'm pretty upset about that. Like, I'm not happy at all about that. But we'll see. It's not cheap to go to the doctor. It's like $75 a visit for me. And plus at the Accutane I have to buy at the pharmacy. So not happy about that. But I really want to get rid of my acne, and I've gone this many years on all kinds of creams and pills, so I guess what's one more year of my life to get rid of it. Trying to think. I think that's all I have to say, so I'll keep you guys updated on what I used and what I'm experiencing. So right now I'm going to go put that cream on my hands so I won't start bleeding, and I'll keep you guys updated on my tests. And I hope I can get back on it, and I hope anyone that wants to think about Accutane can watch this video and see, you know, I already had a daughter 3 years ago, and I'm planning to have more kids, so I think Accutane was safe enough for me to take after all the research and people I've talked to. So this is just one more person just letting you know what's going on. All right, thank you guys.